Hi everyone, it's Deb with Deb's RV Services and welcome to my channel. I'm a certified inspector and a registered technician. I recently went back to school and I'm working towards my certification in tech. And after I got out, I thought, oh, I would love to create a list for people of like annual maintenance on things that they could have a technician come out and service for them annually, or you can do a lot of this yourself. So the first thing that I want to talk about are air conditioners. Air conditioners are extremely important to clean. And it's not just the filters on the inside, but you want to clean the coils on the outside up on the roof. So one of the services that I provide is coming out and getting up on the roof, taking off that shroud, and I have special cleaners and I clean the coils in the air conditioner. There's a couple sets of them. And I take a brush and you brush out those coils as well because you want to keep them straight. If you are a person that has an animal or you're around salt water like an ocean, you want to make sure that you're cleaning your AC more often because you're going to get a lot more debris in there and then it won't run as well. And you can maintain the inside area. You can clean out those filters as often as you like, but I would at least have the coils on the top serviced annually. The next thing is I want to talk about the water heater. You can have your water heater serviced. You have a burn chamber in there that can get mud daubers, wasps, spiders. You can get little nests in there, but it can prevent your water heater from working efficiently. So you want to go in there and look at it every once in a while. You can take a blower and you can just blow out any debris you see, but you want to keep that thing free and clear. You also need to change out your anode rod if you have one, and you can get a tank flush. So that's another service that I provide as well, flushing out that tank and having that done once a year. It's important and it can keep that water nice and fresh and clear of all that sediment and stuff that can collect in the tank. The next thing I want to talk about is slide out maintenance. You want to keep your sweeps and seals clean from debris, and you want to look at the seals and make sure that you don't have any cracks or tears in them. And that can happen, and then you can get water intrusion if you have cracks, or if the seals are like there's some sweeps that go down the side of your slide. If they're not fully extracted and they're tucked in, then that you can risk getting water intrusion that way. So you want to have those serviced, and then you can also you can get the rails that help bring the slide in and out, the gears, the tracks and stuff. You can have those cleaned, and usually like with a dry brush, or you don't want to like put oil on it because that's just going to attract more debris. So getting all that serviced annually is important. Having it inspected and looked at. You can do a lot yourself just by keeping an eye on it and making sure that every time you open and close that slide that your sweeps are fully extracting. So that's with that is the slide out maintenance that I want to talk about. The sealant is the next thing. Sealant is super important to keep up with, because if you even have one screw on the top of your roof that is exposed, you can get water intrusion in there. I see brand new RVs that have holes in the sealant on the roof, and they could leave out of that dealership and have no idea that they're slowly getting water in up on the roof. So checking your sealant is important. You don't want cracks, you don't want holes anywhere. You want that completely sealed. And you don't want to keep overlaying over on top of each other. You want to remove the old, clean it with some denatured alcohol, and then apply fresh sealant. So on the roof, you're going to have your die core, and along the exterior walls and windows and access doors, you're going to want to have like a silicone or a Proflex. And so having somebody come out and do those checks for you can be really helpful, and you want to have that done. You want to do that on an annual basis. The next thing are life safety items like your propane detectors, your smoke detectors, your fire extinguisher. You want to make sure that those are changed out about every 5 years. Not so much the fire extinguisher, but the propane, carbon monoxide, and smoke detector. Even though you have like a battery in your smoke detector, I've seen people have a 10-year-old detector in there, and it is recommended to change those every 5 years. So make sure that yours are working correctly. And if you have somebody coming out to do your service work for you, they can perform a propane leak test along with it. So there's other things too that you want to keep up with more often than annual, and things like your batteries. Check your batteries. Make sure that if you have the type of battery that requires distilled water, that you are lifting the caps off and looking and making sure that you have the water in there, because you'll kill your battery if you let that water run out. Looking at the terminals and make sure that there's not corrosion and stuff, because that can create resistance and your batteries won't work as well. So that is also something that you can do yourself, or you can hire somebody like me to come out and perform all these things. Generators require maintenance, and that's not something that I service at this time, but what you can do yourself is you can run that generator. Run it often and put it under load. Run your air conditioner, run your microwave, run something while you're using your generator, and you can run it for a half hour, 45 minutes, an hour. It's good for it. It's not going to hurt it. So make sure that you're using that, and then get oil changes. Keep up with your maintenance, and then your RV is going to work for you. So those are the things that I have. I listed out a maintenance sheet and a price list on my website, and you can download it and you can print it off if you'd like. My website is debsrvservices.net, and if you look under services, there's like a little button down there that you can click, and it'll take you right to the sheet. And I only listed on there the things that I provide, because this is really kind of a checklist for my clients, that they can have me come out and service, or they can look at themselves too, and there's little check boxes. So go ahead and go to my website, and you can click on that and download it and have it in your files. And so that's it for today. If you have any questions or ideas or any comments, please leave it below. And thank you for coming to my channel. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day.